tell me about Refresh. What sort of an ambiance have you tried to create here?
A place that women could come where they are an individual and their individual needs are addressed and they feel safe and comfortable here. It's private, it's small. They aren't going to see 5 other people in the waiting room ever. I am a certified laser specialist. I have an esthetician who does a lot of skincare and chemical peels. When you combine those treatments with laser treatments, you can really achieve some amazing results in terms of skin rejuvenation. The word laser is scary sometimes for people. They hear laser and they think pain. You know, laser, scary. And I wanted to take the fear factor out of it because lasers today are really not so scary in terms of being painful and a frightening treatment experience. We make it very comfortable for people, and with brand new lasers like we have, it's a whole different world out there. With the Affirm CO2, it is so exciting because we can deliver CO2 now, which has been the gold standard for 10 years in terms of skin rejuvenation, but the downtime was terrible. The risks were high in terms of infection and complications because it was,
brand new.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we have this new technology where we're literally able to leave a lot of healthy tissue during the treatment. So you heal in 4 days, literally minimal downtime, no bruising, very little swelling, a little bit red and peely for a couple of days, and you literally 10 years off, you're good to go. Do it on a Thursday, you're good to go back to work on Monday, looking beautiful. I had a young woman who came to me with terrible acne scarring, and she also had several burns on her face. She's very young, she's dating, in the dating market. She was really very depressed when I first met her. She couldn't even make eye contact. It really made me sad, and she really couldn't afford the treatment that we really needed to do for her to help her to look better. So I just decided to do it because I knew that I could help her. And a month later, when she walked in my door with looking me in the eye and smiling and saying, "I feel so great," that's what makes it for me. That's what I take home with me and feel like, I'm doing something where I am still helping people and I am making a difference. We are delivering, and again, big technical words here, we are delivering CO2 as a fractionated laser beam. CO2 does amazing things for your skin. It is the only laser that penetrates exactly to the level in the dermis where we are repairing old collagen. No other laser treatment repairs old collagen. So it's heating up to the exact temperature that it needs to become tight again and repair it. We're generating new collagen growth, and we're also getting rid of surface pigmentation, hyperpigmentation, and sun damage. We're removing precancerous skin cells and revealing fresh new skin. And what we're doing is we're basically vaporizing little teeny tiny microablative holes. That's what they are, microablative. And we're leaving healthy tissue in between. You can barely see them with your own eye. They're so tiny.
You're aerating the skin.
Exactly, exactly. Those holes heal. They pull together. Not rocket science. When they pull together and heal, your skin's going to tighten. This is my private consultation office, and it's really great, private space where I can meet with clients, talk about what their needs are, what their goals are, what they'd like to accomplish, and really figure out what's best for them based on their budget and their goals and what they want to achieve. Everybody has a consultation when they come in with me personally. I spend an hour with everybody really talking about what they can and cannot do in terms of downtime.
Yeah. Yeah,
budget.
And what they can afford.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can start at a 1 on the Richter scale in terms of budget, downtime, and what they're trying to achieve. We can start with the minimum of really good medical grade skincare, maybe a series of chemical peels that are really affordable for most women and men who are looking to really improve their skin and maybe deal with some problems like rosacea, very common in Colorado, or hyperpigmentation, very common in Colorado, sun damage, living at high altitude. Or we can take it up a notch to a 5 on the Richter scale with a dry laser peel where you might have a couple of days of downtime, a little bit dry and peely, not much, something you can hide and even go to work, that's more affordable, but you're going to get, turn it up a notch on the results scale. Or we can go all the way to a 10, like the Affirm CO2, and have about 4 or 5 days of red and peely and get a really great result and a little bit more on the budget. This is where we primarily do all of our treatment facials and chemical peels, things like that. We do silk peel, microderm, diamond tip, which is a great, again, on the lower on the Richter scale, but for really good skin care, for most women, and especially in Colorado, you need to be doing a really good, diamond tip microderm, every 3 months to keep your skin youthful and healthy looking.
Oh.
So we do that. We do chemical peels, part of a treatment facial, as we call them. It's not a poofy facial. Lots of women are familiar with poofy facials. Most recent research really shows that about 89% of women do struggle with, for most of their lifetimes, a problem with cellulite.
And the other 11% are just in denial.
I have actually not met a woman who doesn't say to me, well, I have it right here, or I have it right here.
Heck yeah.
Women come to me every day for Smooth Shapes and say, maybe if I just lost another 10 pounds, maybe if I just worked out harder.
Nope.
And I feel sad that they feel that way, because literally you could work out every single day, all day long. You could be at 5% body fat, which is unhealthy and not good for you, and still have cellulite. It has nothing to do with fat. It has to do with genetics. It has to do with estrogen. It has to do with congested inflexible tissue, which women have different cellular tissue than men do. And that tissue naturally traps toxins and adipose fat cells. Now, during childbearing years, if you decide to have a baby, our tissue is created that way on purpose. It helps us retain fat cells so that the baby stays nice and healthy and gets all the nutrients it needs. But later on in life, it doesn't really do us any favors. He learned about the Smooth Shapes technology when it really first came out, and we were really excited about it because it was the only FDA-approved laser cellulite treatment, and the white papers are there. The science behind it is there. There is no questioning it. It works. It does what it says it's going to do, and it's 2 lasers multiplexing, fancy word, firing at the same time, 915 and 650. 915 melts adipose fat cells, causes the cell membrane of that adipose fat cell to become permeable so that we can move it out of that congested tissue. The 650 reduces inflammation. Cellulitic tissue is very inflamed. It's engorged, it's inflamed, it's swollen. The 650 decreases that inflammation, increases the circulation, which is very important with the treatment of cellulite. You have to increase the circulation in that area. Yes. Basically reduces the inflammation and the swelling in that tissue, and then we move it out through the lymphatic system. Not only is it really working to break up and heal, it's literally healing that cellulitic tissue, but it also helps to break up and work out scar tissue. For people who have chronic circulatory problems, it really helps to increase their circulation and reduce chronic inflammation that they might have in their legs because of circulation problems. We use it for pre and post surgical patients. It helps them to get a better result if they're going to have laser lipolysis, say for example, or traditional lipolysis. It really helps them to get a better result because it firms and smooths and tightens the skin before the procedure, and then done immediately right after. It really gives them a much better result because, again, it's firming, smoothing, tightening the skin right after the procedure and reducing the swelling and inflammation from the procedure so that they heal faster. It's really exciting. The demand for the treatment is so high that we now have 2 Smooth Shapes lasers.
Kimberly, we hate our cellulite. I mean, women hate their cellulite. Right. They will do anything to get rid of it.
Well, and they will. And what makes me sad is that a lot of women are still spending a lot of money on treatments that don't work. Cellulite lives 1 centimeter into the tissue. Imagine 1 centimeter. How can a topical treatment by itself really penetrate 1 centimeter into your tissue? It cannot. The recommended protocol is 8 treatments. I find that for women with mild to moderate cellulite, 8 to 10 treatments really is a great protocol. And that's what we sell in our package, 8 to 10 treatments, because some women have a little bit, they're starting from a harder place, and they might need those extra 2 treatments. And if they don't, then they can use them for maintenance, because you will need maintenance. The average female will need maintenance, 1 or 2 maintenance treatments every 6 months. There are women who can go longer in between, just depending on diet, lifestyle, and their overall general health.
Now, the $1 million question is, how much is this going to cost? But you want to make it affordable to everyone, so you've got a special deal for American Women television viewers.
We do. We're going to be offering $200 off of a Smooth Shapes treatment package, which again is 8 to 10 treatments. So you've got your maintenance there if you need it. And we're going to be offering also 20% off of any laser aesthetic service at the spa for your viewers.
Wow. That's a huge
which is
savings.
Really great. We're really excited about that.